Hi everyone, I'm adding this disclaimer here to hopefully address some potential questions. See, I usually film my videos in bulk on my trips to theme parks. Therefore, I have quite a few backlogged that just haven't been released. Problem is that when the parks start to reopen in mid-July, they're going to look a lot different than what is pictured in my videos, and I just don't want to confuse viewers. So what I'm going to do is post as many as I can up until Walt Disney World begins to open on July 11th. So that's a video every day for the next 3 weeks or so. Once the park reopens, we'll work on showing you what they look like in real time. But for now, enjoy this walk through the parks of 2019. Hi everybody, Brian here from touringplans.com. Today I am in EPCOT. Specifically, I am at the UK Pavilion, as you can tell by the red phone booths and the sign for the restrooms. And I'm just gonna give you a tour. This is, I'd say this all the time, I love World Showcase. Walking around these pavilions is just fantastic. It's something I enjoy so much. So starting over here, obviously bathrooms, nice little English garden right there. Those red phone booths I wanted to point out just because those are a good photo op, especially if your kids have any idea what a telephone is. This side of the street is the always popular Rose and Crown. Now, the fun thing was that there are 4 different architectural styles in that building. This one is the Victorian Pub, and that inside is the pub. I'll show you the inside in just a minute. Going this way, it gets more into, I believe, and I don't remember the exact architectural style, so if you'll forgive me, I believe that's a Tudor style. And then there's the more simple fish and chips shop, which is, you know, half decent fish and chips, if you like that. Then back here is a more of like a riverside house that has the half timber, because that is down along the water. Now if you actually walk around the back there, let's take a walk around the back. I want to show you something. So this is the back of the Rose and Crown. There it is. This is the half timbered section there. But this down here, you can kind of make out, is supposed to represent the canals. The good portions of England are surrounded by these small canals. People travel them in longboats. Some people even live in their longboats. And that is what that's supposed to represent. There used to be locks on it, I believe. I think that's kind of what that cutout is there. I think it used to be like a fake lock, like they have in the canals in England. But that's what that is for, and you almost never hear about it anymore. I think they probably have forgotten about it by now. I don't remember where I learned that, actually. So let's try to walk inside the pub. Flip you around, we'll just kind of walk in, walk out, unless I stop to get a beer. We'll see what happens. Okay, you got 3 minutes. You want a fish and chips? I'll order. So that is the inside of the Rose and Crown at 11 a.m. Like I said, crazy busy. I might have actually stopped though. They have Boddingtons on tap in there, which is, it's one of the few places that like reliably has Boddingtons on tap. At least none of them by where I live do. So I like to get it when I'm here. And it's about that time of the day, I guess. So on the left here, this is the Twinings Tea Caddy. They, not surprisingly, have Twinings tea. I don't know, they used to do like kind of little tours of the garden, and they would show you the different tea leaves and that kind of stuff. I don't know if they still do that, honestly. This is a continuation here of the Twinings tea. As you see, yeah, let's walk in. I haven't been in here in a minute.
Mulberry James or something.
They have these, oh look, they have Jaffa cakes, some good British crackers here. You want a shirt that says London, England, and United Kingdom all on at once? That's where you get it. These shops just kind of run together through here. They do on the other side too. We'll walk back on the other side. But here you can get some very English looking hats and scarves and whatnot. Some perfumes, I could smell those from a couple shops away.
She babysat you in South Carolina. She
Lots of stuff here. All right, back outside. I do like the unusual mixed architecture here. It kind of almost feels like England, you know, the older European countries. You do sometimes see like just a weird mix of architecture styles, and you know, maybe not quite this mixed, but still I get what they were going for. Now, this whole pavilion might be changing. At the D23 Expo this past year, Disney announced that they were doing a Mary Poppins ride here. They gave almost no details, but the way they talked about it made it sound like they wanted to do a dark ride. Now, what we had heard was that they were just going to put a carousel, you know, somewhere that was themed to Mary Poppins. And from what I'm hearing now, they still don't know exactly. Even the EPCOT Preview Center, that's where the Odyssey restaurant used to be, just kind of says Mary Poppins ride coming in the future. Nothing about what it could be other than that it's going to be here in the United Kingdom Pavilion. So it's possible. If it's a carousel, that's fine. If it's a full dark ride, that would be interesting. Now, most likely, I would assume the dark ride would be back here. I believe there is space back here to put a building if they wanted to. There's a nice post box there, an awning that goes to, you know, nowhere really. And these facades, which is kind of the backs of the shops on this side. Now over here, they have this little, it's basically a hedge maze, except that you can see over it very easily and it's very easy to get out of. But that stage there is where British Revolution band will play periodically. I really like this back here. It's usually, I mean, you saw how crowded it was out there. And I mean, this is not that bad unless the band is playing. So let's finish off by walking through the shops here. I am going to flip you around so I don't have to try to keep angling the camera all sorts of ways to look at the merchandise like I did in that shop. Some Mary Poppins dolls, penguins, lots of, you know, Winnie the Pooh, Mary Poppins stuff around here. The Alice in Wonderland, of course, these were all by English authors. Some minor Sherlock and Doctor Who stuff. Very, very limited, especially the Sherlock stuff. They have a little of that one Sherlock shirt, and that's about it. Over here, some stuff with the Union Jack on it. We get into music, Beatles, Elton John, Rolling Stones, Bowie headshots, a Monty Python shirt. More Monty Python, the Holy Grail shirts. Bohemian Rhapsody, interesting choice. Not Queen, but just the movie. It's full of interesting choices. Some good old weaponry. Do like myself some weaponry.
I know.
Can get the nameplates. The name there's Jones, which seems broad. Get plates with first names. Sweaters, Ireland stuff, of course. I'll say once again, the Republic of Ireland is not in the UK. Northern Ireland is though, so, and it's, I guess, close enough. And here is all of the Guinness stuff, which is, of course, based in the Republic of Ireland. Lots and lots of Guinness stuff. Must be good sellers here. I like these Rose and Crown glassware. Those are pretty nice. And then we get into the football stuff, or soccer. There is Manchester City, who I really hope won't win the league this year, because I hope Liverpool does, of course. Oh, I actually have that top one on the top left. I have a shirt just like that, actually. I did not buy it here, though. Spurs, just general three-line stuff. Arsenal. Boo. And then we are out. That's it. That's the end. We are back out towards the Rose and Crown. All right, and now, lastly here, down this way on the other side of the Twinings tea shop, which is right there behind me, there is this lovely little garden over here that is very nice. Now, occasionally, like Alice or Mary Poppins, I think, will meet in this area, in which case you can't really walk around in here. But when they are not, you can see it is nice and quiet and peaceful. The shops we're in first kind of back up against this part. But it's just this nice little garden. Greensleeves is playing. because it's the UK Pavilion. Greensleeves, I think, is always playing. I feel like I hear it every single time I walk through here. And that's it. That's my tour of the UK Pavilion here. I like this pavilion a lot. I like all these pavilions a lot, and I hope you liked watching me walk around them. Thank you very much for watching. Cheers.